around. Fast-talking salesman approaches you and starts his pitch before you can cross the street to avoid him. Say the word you'd like to purchase exactly, please? Hell no. I thought you might say that. Understandable, but I don't think there's no authority to say via. Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me? It's not likely to be. Starting to step a little closer, would you? You would. He opens his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperbacks. There's no collection of boring facts. It's Encyclopedia Blue Humor, multi-volume collection of the lewd and lascivious. A trove of truly tasteless treasure. It's a set of books of dirty jokes? Precisely, it serves for the price of 200 repeat. A set of dog-eared paperbacks filled with offensive jokes. Somebody must have carefully assembled this set out of individual volumes found in filthy public bathrooms. Grants an upgradable skill. Hurt 'em all. Gives sleaze armor. Yeah, I could go for just like a passive sleaze armor. Man takes her meat and winks at you as he stuffs it into his pocket. Enjoy! He continues to stand there. Are we done here? What are you waiting for? I want to watch you read it. Slowly back away from him. I'm gonna read it here. Alright. Did I gain the perk? Like at least a level 1 perk? I did not. Okay, that's fairly disappointing, but altogether not a big deal. Let's go to the Newstorium. Okay, so some of the dates that I have written down. 1770 to 1804. Okay. Okay. None of these dates are apparently significant. Interesting. So all of those years that I wrote down are pointless. Well, less stuff for me to do. Let's go to the... let's go to the hobo camp, because I need to bewitch the one guy, the Hobo King. It's that hobo from the park. Well, hey there, friend. How's life treating you? Oh, I'm doing all right. Say, I never got your name. Oh, I'm Obi. Pleased to meet you. Likewise, Obi. I'm Virginald. How's the camp? Well, it's fine, but most of the fellas here have got all kinds of stories about the travels, and it occurs to me that maybe I ain't done enough of that yet. Feeling a Wanderlust? Well, now, maybe I wouldn't put it quite that strong. Let's say it's a Wanderthirst. You want to tag along with me? My weird new job investigating spooky antiques seems to involve a fair amount of travel. Well, now you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. All right, I'm in. Obi has joined you as a companion. Are we heading down now, or do you want me to wait for you someplace? Now's as good time as any. Okay, you have it. All right, let's hit it. Okay, so does Gabby go away then? I assume maybe I can only have one companion at a time. Hey, Obi, everything all right? Everything's copacetic, pal. Yourself? Say, Obi, do you know anything about hobo code? Sure, pal. I know a glyph or two. Chit-chat. Oh, sorry about that. Holy shit, I just annihilated my mic. Ow. That also actually hurt my hand a fair amount. Do you spend a lot of time in Ocean City? It's a major railway hub, so yeah, I find myself back here on the regular. Been all up and down this coast a bunch of times, though, and as far north as Windy City. Only that far? Why not all the way to Frisco? It's a long trip, and I'm not much excited about crossing the desert. Seems like a real hassle, but I'll get to it one of these days once I figure I've seen everything there is to see on this side of the country. Keep making small talk. It's been a while since I was in Ocean City. I don't remember it being this run down. Yeah, this old town just having some rough times. What happened? Beats me, I ain't hip to local politics. Tell you one thing though, it ain't a good time when the city park's gotta hire a random passerby off the street to do security guard work. Yeah, no kidding. How's the hobo life treating you, Obi? Well, I won't say I got no complaints, but there's never a dull moment. Why, are you thinking of joining up? Considering all my luggage burned up in a mysterious fire, and I'm sleeping in the back room of a shady antique store, I kinda feel like I already have. Well, heck, we'll have you riding the rails in no time. Are you from Ocean City originally, Obi? Nah, I was born in upstate New York. Wow, I'm giving him by far the worst upstate New York accent that you could ever come up with for somebody. What town? You wouldn't have heard of it. No, Nowheresville. Man, I split that scene as I was old enough to stick out my thumb.
Doesn't sound like you miss it much.
What's to miss? I got the whole world stretched out in front of me.
So why an oboe? Why not, I don't know, a saxophone?
The saxophon's a righteous instrument, but there's something special about the tone and trill of an oboe. It's like a ray of sunshine coming down from heaven.
Wow.
Also, it breaks down into a case of the size of a library book. You ever try to carry a saxophone in a bindle?
I spent a lot of time, just some more fat. Okay, leave. That's all the dialogue. This is, let's see.
Randomly got a work message, and it looks like somebody is telling me that they are extremely happy with something I helped them out with earlier. So that's a pleasant little work message to get. Yay! That's nice. Okay, that made me a little little happy right now. Anyway, let's seduce Johnny, the king of the hobos.
So about those secret plans.
Can you teach me some hobo code? Yeah, here we go. Ah, yes, according to the hobo code, I am of course obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I will grant you a boon.
Bewitch. You waggle your fingers mystically at the Hobo King. You want to give me a boon! You believe it to be in your best interest!
Are you trying to hypnotize me? That won't work. My crown is made of tinfoil.
Oh, darn!
Good enough, though. I don't know how you got your eyes go oily like that, but it was impressive. I'll grant you the boon anyway.
Great!
King Johnny takes out a small notebook, writes a glyph on it, and hands you this page.
What's this?
That is the hobo code symbol for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use them more often.
Thanks.
Okay. So there you go. Yet more hobo code. Okay, I wonder how effective Obi is in combat. I assume I'm about to find out, though. If I just, leave and we need to go to, perhaps... Okay, so we're presumably done with Goldthwaite Park. Did I do the... Did I already do the recipe thing to get to that one place? I read it earlier. Fuck it. I'm gonna head over to Snackle Mills. Okay, no thanks, I don't want a Derringer. We've already had this encounter before. Interestingly enough, everyone is gone. Oh, wait, because I was looking for a refrigerator place, not Snackle Mills. Okay. This truck is laden with crates of Snackle cakes, the worst snack food ever developed. Grab a case for Marvin. You got an item, case of Snackle cakes. It's a case of Snackle cakes. They're the chocolate kind, which you never liked. God, people really dislike. Do I have stylish sunglasses? I'll buy them. Baby. Mr. Brewster? Okay, I guess I didn't. Hey, baby, nice to see you again. You changed your mind about my offer? For 25 meat, these shades can be all yours. Sure, it's a deal. Now that's what I'd like to hear. He takes your meat and expertly selects the best pair of sunglasses for you from the lining of his coat. You get an item. Stylish sunglasses. When you're wearing these, nobody can see that embarrassing thing your left eye is always doing. Looking good, baby! Nice doing business with you. And that's the last of the cash I need to square things up with Ms. Brewster, so thanks you for that, baby. She's the lady that runs the boarding house me and the other travelers stay at when we're in town. She's strict, but it's a nice place. Check it out sometime. Location unlocked. Ms. Brewster's home for traveling salesmen. That's a reference to a show I never watched. Thanks for the tip. Marvin's still sitting on the mailbox.
Any luck getting those snackle cakes? I'm really jonesing for whatever it is they used for frosting.
I remember his voice, but I like that one a lot more than whatever it was.
Yeah, thanks a million. Here's some meat for the cakes, and I'll give you some sitting tips.
100 meat, 10 XP, and a game 1 moxie. You're so good at sitting down that you make it look even easier than it normally does. Expert sitter. Marvin is still in the mailbox, but thanks to you, he's no longer hungry. Still can't get into any of these homes. Alright, where do we go? I guess this does mean that maybe I should be going, I should buy that Derringer, even though I'm not going to use it. Maybe it unlocks more questy things. If you're bored by this boarding house, you can always just leave. Let's see. Oh, it's a message in hobo code. The code says, nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Ah, well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. Alright, this door is unlocked. Head inside. For Brewster's home for traveling salesmen, established 1899. I will say, I'll note down 1899. Is Obi a bard? That's a good idea. We'll find out in our first combat. I don't know what he's gonna do. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other. Listen in. Gentlemen, I insist you sit down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you all acting like panicked school children.
Ms. Brewster, you have to call the cops.
Huh. What this town calls police, I wouldn't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a serious crime, and I won't have these hooligans turning my house upside down. But there's been a murder! Somebody has to do something! What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious! The men file up the stairs, abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. Talk to the woman.
Excuse me?
Ms. Brewster sighs, exasperated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Or, well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out.
One of those men said something about a murder?
Yes, it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night, and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. Offer to help.
Maybe I can help?
My name's Virginal Birdbird, and I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. Oh, like the Belgian fellow in the mystery novels? What? Oh, sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim?
He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen.
What did he sell?
Oh, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea.
Well, how did he die?
I'm not sure. The body is missing. Look, you'd better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so no one could mess around in there.
The key to room 3C, the victim's room, in Ms. Brewster's boarding house.
All right.
Hi there, how's it going? Good. A little note up to the next to the phone that says, "Do not use phone." Not a crumb to be found on the dining table. Ms. Brewster keeps this place spick and span. Only Ms. Brewster's allowed into the kitchen. Ms. Brewster stands by the kitchen door looking stern but frazzled. Sterazzled. Hi, Ms. Brewster.
Yes? Did you look in that poor man's room?
Room 3C?
I'll be right back.
Tiny oil paintings of previous boarders. The radio plays agreeable music at a polite volume. This potted flower saw nothing. Bathroom doors locked. There sure are a lot of fleur-de-lis all over these walls here. Go up to the second floor. Go up! Looks remarkably similar. What's this? It's a communal hat rack, but nobody's using it at the moment. Room A, 2B, all this other stuff. I didn't know I signed up to play Disco Elysium tonight. The two pointy-leafed plants are holding the frondy one hostage. Oh no, that's not cool. Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. Elegant shoes for sophisticated ambulation. Makes your steps higher. Well, I guess we're equipping those to see how much I hate them. Love it. We're keeping this one. There we go. Now we're talking. We got our first silly walk that doesn't have a horrible sound effect. Alright. Shall we check out room 3A? Knock on the door. Should probably check out the crime scene in 3C before before trying to interview the lodgers. Alright. Unlock the door. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever be need to refer to again. You step into room 3 and discover, holy crap! A massive pool of blood on the floor, and like Ms. Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Investigate. That's a lot of blood. Oh, gross as fuck, game! Holy jeez, is there even this much blood inside of a person? Fish! Huh, nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. Nothing interesting about the bed, except that it's next to a massive pool of blood. The window's locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. An ordinary wash basin. No clues in here. There's also a mirror. Check yourself for clues. Hi, Virginold. Smile. Hey, they're good looking. Aw, what's wrong? We'll do that one. Fish. You got an item. Handful of clean water. Pure water, untainted by even a container. You're an ally who is on fire. The wardrobe is locked. This throw rug looks pretty ordinary. Check underneath it. You roll up the rug and... Whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned onto the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the dodecagram, and it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing?
Great, like a regular old murder wasn't enough.
Man, this year at PAX I did a bunch of voice acting, went to a bunch of voice acting panels, and I decided to try out, like, practicing voice acting, because I thought it would be a lot of fun, and I'd be able to get a lot of opportunity to use it for, like, recording and stuff like that. I got my wish. This is a lot of voices that I get to mess around with, but, damn is it, tiring. Oh, man.
I don't really normally talk like this at all, and so it's just not really all that easy for me to sustain it.
Because my normal speaking voice is, you know, when I'm not even, like, literally, if I'm not recording, like, you know, my normal speaking voice is basically about here. And if you play that on a piano, that's, an octave and, like, a third or something below middle C. But
when I'm doing my plucky little protagonist voice, this time I'm going to be speaking like around like an octave higher more than usual, and then I have to go way up here in my speaking voice, and that's very, very hard to sustain for a very long period of time. But this is what I signed up to learn how to do, and that is how I'm going to have to do this.
Huh. Jesus Christ.
How people do this professionally, I'll never understand.